a Happy New Year, Happy Dietetics Day 2021. At the outset, I would like to thank and congratulate Dr. Sapna for inviting me. She has really organized this activity on National Dietetics Day. Thank you, Sapna. And it's my privilege to give my presentation in front of my mentors, Puri ma'am and Dr. Madhukal ma'am. I'm really thankful to them. So I am also thankful to Dr. Kang, who has really graced this occasion. Thank you, ma'am. I also thank all the faculty of Yoga College of Education. Thank you all. So before I start, my topic is immunonutrition in the COVID-19 situation. Next, please. Somebody will. आप करते रहोगे next? I think everybody is well aware of this slide. कोरोना वायरस सारी हमारी ज़िंदगी, सारा हमारा सब कुछ बदल दिया इसने. एक साल पिछला 2020 was totally different. Next, please. So, COVID-19 pandemic has caused a lot of changes in daily lives of people globally. And since 2020, the world has radically changed due to the pandemic caused by coronavirus. This is the time when immunity is our top priority. I think immunity word had become so popular. Our helping hands, our sporting staff, they used to ask, madam, immunity क्यों ਹੁੰਦੀ है, ਇਹ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਵਧਾਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ है? So immunity word was so popular. So while protecting ourselves from virus on the outside, we can protect ourselves from inside also by building our defense, by strengthening our immune system. So there is no single food or there is no any superfood which can cure coronavirus, but definitely a healthy and a well-balanced diet can support our immune system. Next, please. So these were the challenges which were faced during pandemic. There was increased consumption of calories. We all were sitting at home. There was no preference of food. We all were getting whatever was available at home. I think maximum cakes were made during this period. All the new recipes, YouTube channels, they were very active. Then there was anxiety, unrest, stress, COVID related to COVID news. So all increased our intake. Then persons who had comorbid conditions like diabetes or heart problems, they had limited visit to doctors. Even lack of testing was, proper lack of testing was not there. Next, please. So what were the consequences of COVID-19? There was increased screen time, whether on mobiles or laptops or TV viewing, so all were increased. Decreased physical activities, sleep pattern were altered. कोई time का उठना बैठना नहीं था. So because we were not moving out, so this all led to increased risk of weight gain, and increased risk of weight gain also decreases our immunity. Next, please. So you all will agree with me that poor diet has an injurious impact on health. It can cause protein energy malnutrition and other health conditions like obesity or weight gain, heart problems, diabetes, and bone related problems like osteoporosis. Whereas good nutrition is important before, during, and after any type of infection, and it's a key to build our immune system. So the body needs extra energy as well as very important nutrients during infection, during fever, or any after during the fever as well as after any type of infection. Next, please. Next, please. So during this period, immune system and diet, this was very, very important as per WHO guidelines and their statement on diet. Especially during pandemic period, it was stated that good nutrition is crucial for health, particularly in times when our immune system might need to fight back so that we can be recovered from this virus. And when the literature was reviewed, it was also seen that a diet high in nutritious food, rich in vitamins and minerals, it definitely supports our immune system by providing antioxidants and which can damage the cells which are made by the free radicals. And then European Journal of Clinical Nutrition also concluded that without adequate nutrition, the immune system is clearly deprived of components needed to generate an effective or strong immune response. Thus, good nutrition is important for our optimum immune system, which can reduce the risk of viral infections like coronavirus. A healthy, balanced diet, it is a key to maintain good health and immunity. Next, please. So, what is immune system? It's a system basically complex of collection of cells, processes that constantly defends our body, invading pathogens, including any type of toxins. The pathogens or invading bacteria, it could be microorganisms, bacteria, fungi or viruses and other chemicals which can invade our immune system. So, a strong immune system plays a vital role in defending our body against disease by fighting infection and helps us to keep healthy. Next, please. So, how to keep immune system strong? We can keep our immune system strong as well healthy by maintaining adequate nutritional status with appropriate intake of calories, vitamins, mineral and good hydration. So it can also be maintained by making healthy lifestyle choices by a nutritious diet like I said, getting enough of good sleep and exercise. Next. So, what are the important nutrients which can make our immune system healthy? The major macronutrients, you all know carbohydrate, fat and proteins, water and micronutrients which are needed in very small amounts, vitamins and minerals. Next please. So, carbohydrates, they are the main energy source and the recommendation is 50 to 60% of the calories should come from carbohydrates and we should have a lot of carbohydrates from complex sources like whole grains, whole pulses, brown rice, bajra, millets and we should avoid refined foods like maida, sugar or sugar sweetened beverages. You can see the sources over there. And during pandemic, all the persons who were having comorbid conditions like diabetes or heart diseases, they were more prone to infections. So, in general, it has been seen that people who are taking more of refined carbohydrates or who are taking more of high glycemic index foods, they were more prone to lifestyle diseases and lifestyle diseases in turn is not good for any type for our immunity. Next please. Proteins, another major macronutrients, it is the building block of life, repairs our cells, it is essential for growth, development as well as immunity. It has mainly many functions. It maintains fluid and electrolyte balance, synthesizes various types of hormones needed for our day-to-day life, enzymes which can help in digestion of food. It also maintains muscle mass. Then high protein diet also decreases the healing time. That means we have to, if there is enough of protein in our diet, the healing time is decreased and will be healed more early. It also helps to repair body tissues, fight viral and bacterial infections to make our immune system strong. Next please. So proteins can be taken in two forms, whether from animal sources or from plant sources. But from animal sources, it is the complete protein. But from the diet from vegetarian sources, there is deficient of amino acids. So in general and in the survey done by Indian Marketing Research Bureau, it has been seen that more than 80% of the Indians, they consume very less quantity of protein, and the recommendation is 1 gram per kg body weight. But we Indians generally take 35 to 40 grams of protein only, because the generally protein is being one glass of milk or one cup of curd or one cup of lentil. These are the richest sources, and thus it is very important to include at least one serving of protein rich diet in one meal, and 2 to 3 servings of protein per day. Next please. Fats, though everybody says that ghee is not good, fats are not good, but certainly we need some amount of fats in our diet to make the fat soluble vitamins absorbed in the body. And the fats can be saturated fats, unsaturated fats, or trans fats. So mainly the fats of importance are omega-3 fatty acids, and we have to take lesser amounts of trans fats. Trans fats are being used mainly during the cooking processes or during frying of foods. So they are not good for our health. Next please. Omega-3 fatty acids are a type of fat, polyunsaturated fatty acids. They are very, very essential in our diet, and because they cannot be synthesized in our body and have to be provided from outside sources, omega-3 fatty acids are crucial for our brain function. They influence and regulate immune cell functions. We can have omega-3 fatty acids from algae, chia seeds, walnut, nuts and oil seeds, and from non-vegetarian sources like fish, etc. Next please. So fiber is, though directly it is not immuno booster, but indirectly definitely it helps and prevents the lifestyle disorders. So high fiber diet is also is rich in vitamins and minerals. The recommendation is 25 to 30 grams. Your all white products, meat, dairy, sugar, white foods, they are devoid of fiber. And fruits and vegetable, whole grain pulses, they are rich in fiber. So we have to take enough of complex carbohydrates to get enough of fiber in diet. Next please. So your diet should have enough of vitamins and minerals like vitamin A, B6, B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and then minerals who play a very important role during immune function. They are zinc, iron and selenium. So these minerals are required in very smallest quantities, but their role is very, very important, because if we take less quantity of these minerals, our immune system will become weak. Next please. So vitamin A, it's an anti-inflammatory vitamin. आपकी बॉडी में जितनी भी इन्फ्लामेशन होएगी उतनी हमें बीमारियां ज़्यादा लगेंगी. कोई भी जो हार्ट लाइफस्टाइल डिसऑर्डर्स है, दे ऑल आर ड्यू टू इन्फ्लामेशन इन आवर बॉडी. So vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, all these act as antioxidants. And you can see the sources over there. Vitamin A we can get from colored fruits and vegetable or milk and milk products. Vitamin D, the natural source is egg, sunshine or eggs or fishes. And vitamin E you will get from all oil seeds and whole grain seeds. Next please. Vitamin C, I think it was in the protocol of treatment for COVID-19. The doctors, they had recommended that vitamin C की tablet लेनी है, zinc लेना है, पानी ज़्यादा लेना है. So it's better to take it from natural sources. And the natural sources are your guava, amla, lemon, fruits, capsicum. Then again vitamin B6, B9, B12, they are required in very small quantities, but they play a very important role and acts as antioxidants. They are used in enzyme functions. They have reduces inflammation and increases our immunity. Next please. Zinc, selenium, magnesium, all are required in very small quantities but played a major role. I remember even when I was infected with coronavirus, somebody from sector 32, some doctor, she said you have to take vitamin C along with zinc. So zinc you can have it from natural sources like oyster, lean meat, poultry, pulses, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds. So all these are good for immunity. Next, please. Iron deficiency as such is a very serious and public health issue and impacts our mental as well as physical development, health maintenance and work performance. And the role of iron in immunity is necessary for immune cell proliferation, lymphocytes, which are associated with generation of public a specific response to infection. So we get iron from animal sources as well as from vegetarian sources, but for the vegetarian sources, they are less absorbed in the body, and the iron which we are getting from animal sources like egg or lean fish or chicken, they are better absorbed. But the enhancers are vitamin C, because vitamin C enhances the absorption of iron in our body. Next, please. So for your gut health, 70% of the microbes or immune cells are present in our gut or in our stomach. So it's very, very important to have a healthy gut microbiota. So for that, prebiotics and probiotics are very important. Probiotics are the live microorganisms that when administered in adequate amounts confer health benefits, and prebiotics fibers that stimulate the growth of gut microflora. Because all the diseases, if our gut is not healthy, will be more prone to infections. Next, please. Water plays very important role. Keep yourself well hydrated. At least if the general normal intake is 1.1 or 2 liters, but during COVID-19 it was recommended to take at least 3 to 4 liters of water, because hydration also helps to relieve congestion, flushing out toxins, and maintains mucous membrane of nose as well as uh, URT tract intact. Next, please. So you should have ample amounts of water in the form of lemon water, soups, coconut water, sattu water, instead of taking sweetened or sweetened beverages or juices, etc. Next, please. So these are the traditional herbs, condiments, I think, which are present in everybody's home, and we should make best use of these herbs. They can be used in tea, decoctions, mouth freshener, additives, as well as in chutneys. Next, please. So these are some of the powerful immunity boosters in our diet. Haldi, then ginger, black pepper, garlic, they all are powerful and they all act as anti-inflammatory and antiviral agents. Next, please. Then green tea, blueberries, your broccoli, palak, sunflower seeds, they all have flavonoids, or they all are having phytochemicals which eradicate free radicals from our body. Next, please. So this is the plate being generated by one of the highest nutrition bodies, that is National Institute of Nutrition, in which you can see half of the plate is filled with fruits and vegetables, and remaining half contains all the other nutrients. 3/4 is your cereals, and 1/4 is your pulses and lentils and nuts and oil seed, fats and oil. So you have to plan your diet accordingly, that you can take fruits and vegetables at the maximum. You can have salads, you can have soups, you can have vegetable curries, or maximum you can have snacks like poha, you can put more of vegetables in it. So plan your diet accordingly. Next, please. So mindful eating, this is very, very important, because many people in times of stress, they use food as comfort, which can lead to overconsumption of calories. So generally foods in which we find comfort, they are very palatable. That means they are very good, they are very tasty, and because they are high in fat, sugar, salt and calories. So watch your intake of fats, sugar and salt, and try to avoid eating too much of these during COVID period. Read the food labels carefully so that you don't take excess of calories. Next, please. So these are some of the lifestyle strategies which have to be followed. Observe good personal hygiene, practicing good hand hygiene washing techniques, limit consumption of alcohol, avoid junk foods, stay positive, then eat a healthy diet, eat variety of foods so that you can get maximum vitamins and minerals, fresh fruits as I have already explained to you, follow respiratory etiquettes like when you are sneezing or you are coughing, just keep a hand, then stay physical active, drink enough of water, de-stress yourself by getting good enough of sleep, and keep a check on your weight. Next please. So these are the 7 dietary guidelines which one has to follow. Eat a variety of foods to get maximum benefit, maintain your healthy weight, choose a diet which is low in fat, saturated fat means desi ghee or animal fats, and avoid trans fats, eat plenty of fruits and vegetable and grain products, eat sugar in moderation, eat salt and sodium in moderation. If you are in the habit of taking hard drinks, do so in moderation. Next time. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing valuable knowledge with us. You made us aware about the consequences of COVID-19, its preventive measures, and how quality and quantity of all major components of diet which we can take from our homes, and how nutritious diet helpful in dealing the COVID-19 pandemic conditions, and how we can boost our immunity by taking healthy diet and by adopting good and healthy lifestyle. Thank you, ma'am. Now I
So we can see here that traditional food is a new normal. अभी जैसे हमने देखा प्रेजेंटेशन में मैम के कि हाउ वी कैन इम्प्रूव आवर इम्यूनिटी, हाउ वी कैन इम्प्रूव आवर एंटीबॉडीज, दैट सुनीता मैम गेव अ वेरी गुड लेक्चर. सो वी कैन से कि हम किस तरह ट्रेडिशनल फूड से अपनी इम्यूनिटी को, अपने विटामिन डेफिशिएंसीज को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. सो लेट्स हैव अ लुक. Eating right every day. As we can see, India is a very popular in the form of diversity. हम देखते हैं कि हमारे पास बहुत सारा तरह के फूड्स अवेलेबल होते हैं. वी कैन से फ्रॉम ईस्ट टू नॉर्थ टू वेस्ट टू साउथ. एज साउथ में हम देख सकते हैं वी हैव द इंडियन राइस मील, that is dosa, appe, that is prepared by even our students, and so we can see that we have a wide variety and that give a lot of nutrient. So traditional food focusing here, that why we should focusing on the processing food, why we focusing on the broccolis and the supermarket foods due to the urbanization and the high western culture. So we must focus on our foods only, that is our tradition and that is our locally available. As we have the focus on Atam Nirbharta, we have the mantra is local for vocal. So we must focus on the foods that are variety in our kitchen only, that are very essential to our kitchen and that we have the day to day life, we are using it, but we are not having the concept ki why we are using and the more nutrient behind that. So we must encourage our traditional food only, we must encourage the food item that are available in our kitchen only. So be local, be seasonal vegetable. As grains we have the Indian thalis, Indian platter, in which we can say ki half of the platter is basically made up of from the grains. As we can see, make half of your grains as a whole. Bajra, jowar, all these are grains available in our tradition only, and we are preferring, as we can see our grandparents, grandmother prepared that makka ki roti in the Punjab only, that's really famous, but in our generation it's like missing. Gradually that we are growing, it's missing. So we must have a look on that diet, on the grandmother's diet, as we can say, as a superfood. So it's really interesting to have the grandmother's diet and a platter of the grandmother. So basically consumption of the rice, more of the people having a focus on the rice, don't eat rice, I will not able to lose my weight. But rice is very interesting to eat in Indian platter, as the combination of dal and the rice. As I can say, we have the lot of dal in our diet, we have or not. which dal we have. I think a lot of variety, moong dal, rajma dal we have here. So when we are combination eating with the dal and the rice, we can see the protein that are lacking in the dal is not in rice. So when we having the combination of both the item, we are having the complete protein nutrition, complete protein, as the amino acid that is missing in the dal is not presenting in the rice. So just have a combination, have a rice and dal combination in your Indian platter, Indian thali when you are eating. And the misconception behind rice that for the diabetic and in the night, so it's really being, we have to look upon that. Yes, so here you can see the recipes that are prepared from the grains, the rice, poha, wheat, dal, ragi. पोहा इज वेरी न्यूट्रिशियस इन आयरन. तो हम देखते हैं पोहा के वी कैन हैविंग द कटलेट्स, वी कैन हैविंग द पोहा इन ब्रेकफास्ट. सो इट्स रियली न्यूट्रिशियस. So you can have these recipes as having eat your meals, like I can say, without your phone next to you. Just keep your gadgets while having a meal. Yes, that's fruit and vegetables. How many of you prefer? I saw here that many of you prepare that's broccolis and having the salads. But we have a very local vegetables. We have a 4 seasons, I think. So in that 4 season, we have a variety of the foods. Right now, we have the winter, and in the winter, we have a lot of nutritious food that are locally available in the market at your home, I can say. So in that, we can have the singadas, we can have the sweet potatoes, we can have amla, quinoa. So they are really nutritious in the vitamin C, in a lot of nutrient. So don't go for any kind of fancy item. But yes, we have the conception here that being fancy, being nutritious, being highly nutritious. So I think we be a part of a dietetic day, we are part of dietitians. We must remove this misconception. Don't be fancy and don't be this. As we can say, UNFAO declared 2021 as the year of fruits and vegetable. So just go for the variety, go for the seasonal, go for the local, and be nutritious with this only local vegetable, local fruits. That improves your gut, improves your, I can say, immunity. The one who have the vitamin E capsules for their skins, so they must have the vitamin E rich locally fruits and vegetable. So be here. So that's what I'm saying, vocal for local, and start your day with a banana or with a food rather than being having tea and coffee. In my previous slide, you see, don't start your day with tea and coffee. Eat your start your day with banana or with any kind of fruits and vegetable. Sugar. We have a lot of misconception being so young that we do. I don't have to take sugar. I'm being on green tea, no, not in the cup of chai. But I must say, sugar is a very good. But it's like what form and what type of sugar you are taking. Like as we have the sugar form in Coca-Colas, we have in the drinks like beverages. But if you are preparing your home processing, like I can say laddu, barfi, that are so seasonal in this winter, so we can have sugar in the form of home processing, in the form of cup of tea, at least I can say a teaspoon. Overindulgence, I can say ati sarvat, it's like varjit. Overindulgence is excessive, is harmful for everything. So we must have on the sugar that have a permissible amount of everything, as in the form of cup of tea, in the form of laddu, in the form of barfi. So just see your what type of form you are taking, rather than being having processed food, rather than being having in the marketed form. That's what I can say. Sugar is not a poison. It's not. Oils also, we have the variety of the oils in our Indian food, as sarson ka tel, I can say peanut oil, coconut oil, sesame oil. So these are locally available at our home, and they are really helpful for our I can say the digestion, that's for the sweet craving. So you can have a look of the fats कि आपने fat नहीं खाना है. That's basically adds your fat soluble vitamin. They are really helpful for our body to assimilate these fat soluble vitamin. So just know your fat rather than being having the trans fat and saturated. Know your fat, that which type of fat you are taking. So just add your ghee in every meal that you are taking, either lunch, dinner or chapatis, dal. Just add your 1 little teaspoon of ghee in your diet. So that's really helpful to assimilate your fat soluble vitamin. So that's really needed to know your fats. It's like bring back these 3 facts in your daily diet that we have look on, like kachi ghani, that is sarson ka tel, coconut garnishing chutney. So just add in your diets rather than being keep away from your diet. Spices and condiment, there's also the variety that I can say India is a herbal nation. We have a lot of in this pandemic we have a look upon that having a lot of kadas variety. So just having see the spices like dalchini, hum kali mirch we are using in our day to day life, but due to the urbanization, due to the I can say the westernization, we are looking only for the I can say the marketed or the processed food. So see your spices, I can say the ground leafy greens, tradition Indian chutney, that's a really immunity booster, and the lacto fermentation that is really needed for your gut bacteria and for your gut health. So don't go for any kind of processed food. So why it is needed that traditional food? That's why we are having the traditional food and in our diet. So these are the some nutritional benefits of the traditional benefit. We can see why we are needed this traditional food. That's they are less calories, they are less in the saturated fats, they are more in the vitamins, more in the minerals, more as a immunity booster. So we have the lot of nutritional benefit of traditional food. So after these nutritional benefit, after the availability of these nutritional benefits, you must inculcate in your diet, you must inculcate as your regular pattern of your diet, I think. So that's what I'll conclude at the last, that Indian food always being as a part of nourishment, as a part of wholesome and healthy foods, as cooked food with your natural and traditional foods, more local, more seasonal, and I think that is what be recommendable. जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं कि फूड इज अ रूट टू सुख, शांति, संतुष्टि एंड स्मृति. इफ वी हैविंग द सात्विक फूड, if we having the traditional food, as we have the concept for the yoga practitioners and being an yoga practitioners to have follow the sattvic food rather than being rasic and tamasic. So we must say the food is a route to santushti, smriddhi and sukh. जैसे हम कह सकते हैं कि आनंद का रास्ता अन्न से ही जाता है. So that's what I conclude. And after being this follow diet, I must say कि practice Surya Namaskar daily. That is, I think, let's do it anytime, anywhere. So that's all about कि fixed place at a home and preferably a well ventilated room. So just follow these diet, follow the mantras of traditional food with this practicing of Surya Namaskar daily. Being a yoga practitioner, and yes, as what my grandmother says to us and says to me, कि eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince and dinner like a poor. That's also have a scientific concept behind that, that in the night it's like hard to digest. So that's why we are saying and dinner like a poor. And that's a beautiful quote here. It's like we can see, just as you learn, listen to your body on the mat, so you must listen to your body at the table. As you yoga practitioner says to us, follow this rule, follow this regulation on the mat. Say this pattern and this day. As a dietitian, as a nutritionist, as a part of this dietetic day, we must say just follow, listen to your body at the table too. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for giving this opportunity to me. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's really a big privilege to present my knowledge here. Thank you so much.